Hi guys. I stumble on clarification on when God favored Beni Israel. Beni Israel, He's not talking about the one you see now in Israel. He's talking about the house of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Noah, Solomon, Esau or Jesus, Moses. And I have a proof that I'm going to include in a comment section. You guys could listen. This verse in the Holy Quran is from Surah Al-Naml, Surah Al-An'am, which is verse 83 to 86. Okay? Basically, he mentioned them by name. Okay? Mentioned the prophets by name. And there is, I think I found one is include the translation, so you can follow through whose God is referring to. He's referring to us, the house of Abraham, not actually what you see now. There are not, how God mentioned in this verse, in Surah. He favor this nation, right? He's favoring the house of Abraham. That's what he's talking about, okay? And he mentioned them by name or whatnot. And even in the verse, it ends with, I favor him among, the verse ends with, I favor them among all nation, which is, فضلتهم على العالمين. That means I favored them among all, all nations. Okay, that's what it means. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is, target individuals. I want you to understand that one thing here is, if a person that other target individual who are not, Christian or your same faith, from the four holy books, I don't mean like the Buddhism and these Indians where they worship like rats, cows, like animals and stuff. They do actually. Look it up. In India, they have a religion where they worship rats, and they have also temples for cows, Not those. I mean the four Abrahamic, they call them a four Abrahamic religion. That what they've been taught in university. They call them four Abrahamic religions. Okay? So that's what they're referring to. So you're allowed, I don't know if you know this or not, you're allowed, if, for example, if you go into an area and there is no, for example, I'm Muslim, if you're traveling and whatnot and there's no place where there's no, church or, mosque, you're allowed to pray in a church. You know that? Did you know that? You're allowed when there's none, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, So I know some of you guys would say, oh, he's Muslim or whatever, he's not following the same path or whatnot. We should not listen to this, Just telling you, this segregation and division created, is created by Satan, okay? Is all coming from the same house. The Torah, the Holy Quran, and Bible, all of those, and the Bur. The Bur is not, the Bur is not being mentioned in a lot of researches. Even in Google, when you say how many Abrahamic religions, they'll say 3. The 4th is been deleted. They deleted the whole book. But anyhow, that's what happened. So I don't want you to look at people who are, from these 4 holy books who are not sharing the same faith and look at them was like, oh, I should not listen to this person because he's not Christian or he's not Muslim or he's not. I'm just telling you, it's all coming from the same house. So you're not. This division were created by Satan, you know, created all this segregation. Look at the world state, exactly what's happening now. You know, he also create racism. Racism is from Satan. It's not from God. You know what I'm saying? You know, when God says, you know, all my children, you know, he's referring to everybody. He's not referring to, you know, you're white, you're green, you're whatever, right? That's all Satan is doing, you know, creating this division between us. Because when you creating all this division, you tend to forget who's your oppressor. You know, similar to the Communist Party. Communist Party is a political view created by Satan that was created to direct the attention toward everybody else but who's oppressing you. You understand? So the Communist Party is in a lot of countries. You know what I mean? Just if you search any country, you know, their logos or their government profiles and stuff is red, you know, that's the Communist Party. Okay, they like to, they like to go behind the scene and pretend it's never existed and it's been abolished. No, it still is. Communist Party still is thriving. You just don't know because it goes undercover. You know what I'm saying? It's like CIA, Communist Party, you know. But anyhow, that's what I wanted to talk about. So and then the second surah, which is Surah An-Naml, is surah about ants. It's surah like, you know, about ants. Also, God is talking about those who go against the house of Ibrahim, what's going to happen to them. It's a threat. God is threatening those who go against the house of Ibrahim. Things is gonna happen to them because the house of Ibrahim is God's favorite, not the ones who pretend to be us. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want you to understand. And I have a proof. And I have a proof also. Anyone who goes against the house of Ibrahim, what is going to happen to them? Okay. So that's what I wanted to talk about, guys, and hope this helps. It's a little chilly, but anyhow, we'll talk. Bye.